Aloha, good morning. Welcome to Kahu Scholar. Thank you for joining me this Monday morning, beginning of the work week, as we prepare to go out and do our jobs or whatever we may have this week. So I just pray safety over everybody that when we travel on the roads, working at our jobs, that we be safe. But thank you for joining me this morning. Yesterday we celebrated Father's Day. It was a good service at Imiola. Thank you to the children's ministry as they honored the fathers by blessing us with cookies that they had made and prepared and handed out to all the fathers. And I just wanted to give a shout out to all of the godly men out there, Imiola, and all of God's churches that play an important role in our children's lives, and that's being a father, a godly father, and just trying to lead their household. It's a hard task to do, but like Kahu said yesterday, it's a lifelong commitment. To be a father to your children. Doesn't matter what age your children is, you still have to lead them because they always look up to their parents. Majority of the children, their role models, if you ask them, is either their dad or their mom, and the head of the household falls under the dad. So, more important role to be in the household. I just wanted to read a few verses, one out of Proverbs, and we can talk about it a little bit. It comes out of chapter 14, verse 26 and 27. It says, "In the fear of the Lord there is strong confidence, and his children will have refuge." The fear of the Lord, verse 27, the fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, that one may avoid the snares of death. Whatever the world has as we live this life, if you start off with a family and somewhere down the line there's something that's a big valley that you encounter, and there's events that break up the family. The kids involved, they're going to look to the parents for guidance, and the world is going to have all kind of other things that they can latch on to. But we as parents, if we have a healthy fear of the Lord, which is reverence and awe and respect, and we try to live according to God's word, his teachings, that our children, they're going to watch us. And if we can do that and live our lives according to God's word, then they have a shot too. God expects us to guide our children, to raise our children according to his word. And it's hard in today's time. But like I said, if we have a healthy fear of God and we study his word on a daily basis and read what it says, and do the best we can to live by his word, raise our children according to his word, then they have a shot, because the world's going to do totally opposite. You don't even have to talk about it right now. You just click on the TV or the radio or social media. Satan's got all that stuff covered already. So in order to protect our kids, we have to, do even more, because God's word is truth, and we just want to make sure we filter all of that truth into our children, so they can determine as they grow older what is right and what is wrong. If we don't do that, then it's going to be hard for them the more and more we move forward. King David, he's a perfect picture of, his kids had issues, some bad issues. Him as a father, he had a lot of issues, but he kept chasing after God. He kept, a man after God's own heart, they say. But he never let the events around him, he fell, he got back up, and he kept chasing after God. If you read in Psalms, um, he was convicted of all the stuff he did, but yet he asked for forgiveness. He kept moving forward. He kept keeping his eye on God. And, some of his kids didn't even follow what he was doing. They went totally in the opposite direction. And his son Solomon, when David was ready to leave this earth, he made a charge to his son Solomon. And this is what he said to Solomon in 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 1. He says, as David's time to die drew near, he charged Solomon his son, saying, I am going the way of all the earth. Be strong, therefore, and show yourself a man. Keep the charge of the Lord your God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes, his commandments, his ordinances, and his testimonies, according to what is written in the law of Moses, that you may succeed in all that you do and wherever you turn. So that was the most important thing he left with his son, was to just, hey, show yourself a man, be strong, but don't forget to live by God's word. If you can do that, then you can succeed in all that you do and wherever you go. Pretty simple. But in today's time, we've got to make the time set aside to spend time with our children, in God's word. Look for opportunities that we can spend time together with them, especially in the young years, because Satan is out there already. He's in our schools, he's in our community, he's on TV, he's everywhere. But it's up to us to keep investing God's word in our children. So I hope as you continue this journey, with your children, they're going to watch us, they're going to watch their mom and their dad, that we take time and tell them what truth is, live best as we can by God's word, do things together, invest in them, make God's word the foundation of everything we do. So you guys have a safe week. Be careful out there. Allah.